Hi, it's Scott and John from T's for Tactical, and today we're going to do a little bit of product review today. What I have here in front of me are two very similar firearms, a Glock G19 and a Shadow Systems MR920. First of all, I'm just going to say this. I really like the Glock striker type firearms, basically for their simplicity, right? However, the Glock type firearm was made for the masses, which fits about 80 to 85% of the people. Shadow Systems is another company that took a lot of the good things with the Glock, the reliability, the inherent accuracy, and some of the other features, and kind of just really enhance things on the platform of the gun. So you know as well as I do, if you're a Glock shooter, there's a ton of products out there, and you can really empty your wallet and spend all kinds of money putting in different triggers, putting in different magazine wells, barrels to slides to internals, again, trigger bars and trigger return springs, and all those good things, sights, right? You can really, like I say, empty out your pocket. But I'm going to say that Shadow Systems did a really good job by refining and coming up with a really good shooting system that's comparable to the Glock. So if you have a Glock and you want to accessorize it, maybe think about getting a Shadow Systems, because it'll probably save you a lot of money at the end of the day. I think these retail for about $8.90, maybe even less than that now. I know that they actually came out with a smaller version that's similar in size to the Glock 26, 27 family. Okay.
Is that off the shelf with iron sights, or does it come with the sight you have?
Yeah, this comes off the shelf with I believe they're I'd have to put my reading glasses on here, but a Trigicon sighting system, and they come available with the RDS, the red dot sight cutout. So the only thing that you have to do is put the RDS sight on here. The RDS sight plate that it comes with is nice and low, so you can almost use the factory sights as regular iron sights. But let me talk about some of the accessories that you have here, and some of the things that I really like about it is that, first of all, it has a textured grip to it, with a little bit of an arc here that fills that void that's in your hand. Okay. The other thing that it has on here is a magazine well that when you put your hand grip, if you have large size hands, like that's my glove size, if you have large size hands like me, what will happen is that when you wrap your fingers around here, it kind of almost pushes the gun, your hand up into the beaver tail back here on the firearm, and that really helps with making your grip nice and snug and secure. Another feature that I like about it is that, and you can see that when you compare it, the cutaway here is a little bit more pronounced than the Glock. This area here is a little bit thinner than the Glock. Again, you can see the profile of the grip. It's more akin to almost like maybe a 1911 type grip, where it's a lot longer than it is wider, and kind of just fits your hand a little bit more naturally, like I say. So if it fits your hand a little bit more naturally, it's going to point a little bit more naturally, okay? It has some nice serrations on the slide that allow you to grip and work the action really well. A metal and not a plastic guide rod. A barrel that has flutes that have that are almost like screw threads on there that allow for not almost like self-cleaning. All right, that's basically the purpose of those things. And I guess a little bit of strengthening and whatnot. A standard Picatinny type rail that you can put a light on, and a shelf up here where you can put your non-shooting hand thumb, right? And this allows you to anchor that thumb and get a very good reference point, so that you're coming back to that with that non-shooting hand grip the same way every time, okay? So those are a couple of the features that I like with the Shadow Systems. It has a very nice trigger on it. You can tell when it comes, it's probably a little less than the Glock factory, just because of the smoothness that's in there. A little bit harsh, or a little bit less of a harsh wall when you get past the travel of the trigger and start working on your trigger press drills and whatnot. I probably have about 3,000 rounds, 3,000 to 5,000 rounds to this, and it's been very reliable. And again, I don't have any complaints with the firearm. It's actually been working really, really well for me. And the other bad benefit is that All of my Glock holsters are usable as they'll fit this gun. I don't have to go out and pick up any more holsters or anything like that. So that's basically it. The Shadow Systems MR920, a great deal. When you look at the comparison of taking a stock Glock 19 and then customizing it and putting some parts on it, I think they really nailed it and they did everything that they should have. I really wouldn't change too much about it. Again, this is Scott and John from T is for Tactical. Any questions, hit us up specifically about these products. We'd love to answer some questions and get some feedback from you. Okay. We'll see you next time at T is for Tactical.